Hai pemirsa, welcome back to SH+E Magazine, sharing and empowering bareng VOA di Washington DC. Dan sekarang kita akan ketemu dengan seorang perempuan hebat yang bernama Kathryn Tolbert. Dia adalah seorang jurnalis dan juga seorang sutradara film yang berjudul Fall 7 Times, Get Up 8, The Japanese War Brides.
Waduh, ini kayaknya filmnya sentimental banget dan sangat-sangat pribadi buat si Kathryn ini. Karena ibunya, dia adalah pemirsa Hiroko Furukawa, seorang warga Jepang yang pada masa Perang Dunia waktu itu ya, Vin ya, dia menjadi seorang pengantin perang. Dan itu memang sudah menjadi kayak suatu sebagian dari sejarah saat itu. Karena dia menikah dengan tentara Amerika. Bayangin aja itu musuhnya dulu ya. Aduh, kayaknya konfliknya banyak ya.
Benar, dan rupanya banyak ternyata yang mengalami seperti itu. Nah, langsung aja kita pengen tahu seperti apa sih Kathryn dan Hiroko kemudian menuturkan kisah keluarganya kepada VOA. Langsung yuk kita simak berikut ini.
My name is Kathryn Tolbert, and I'm the daughter of a Japanese war bride. And when I was 11 years old, she took me and my brother to Japan with her. I guess even then I wanted to be a journalist. I think my mother encouraged that. She planted the idea because she loved to write and to read, and she grew up in Korea when Japan occupied Korea. When I was reporting in Japan for the Washington Post, I did a number of stories about Japanese women. But those were different from my mother's story because my mother had left Japan in 1952 and never lived there again. And the way she learned English was to read newspapers every day, and she still does. There are as many as 50,000 Japanese women who came as wives of U.S. servicemen. It was the way that American GIs met Japanese women and had girlfriends and eventually wanted to marry them.
You know, I never thought about the war bride. I got here in this country in 1951. My life was entirely with working to achieve something. People have been wonderful to me. I have never run into someone and said, you know, your job. I'm very grateful.
I proposed to create an oral history archive to travel around the country and interview Japanese war brides and their families. I began to see the different ways that they experienced life as an immigrant. We did not grow up being called lots of names, but families that lived, say, in South Carolina did. And that's the story behind these women. They made these decisions when they were 19, 20, 21 years old to marry somebody of a different nationality and culture and race. That was a no-going back kind of decision. But these were young people. They didn't see each other as enemies or former enemies. They were just young people in love, not really thinking about the consequences or how difficult it would be. Telling the stories has actually given me a window to understand kind of the universe. And it's not really just understanding Japan or America, but understanding all kinds of communities. Because I've taken this topic, Japanese women who married American servicemen, and I use it to tell universal stories.
Ternyata seperti itu pemirsa ya, dan selain membuat film, Tolbert itu telah menyusun arsip sejarah, Ini sekarang dia sudah mengumpulkan lebih dari 30 cerita dan dia berencana untuk menggunakan bahan itu untuk membuat buku juga. Gitu.
Jadi kisahnya diabadikan dalam film ya. Dan bicara soal film, kita kan tadi janji untuk ngajak ke bioskop pemirsa. Dan kayaknya kemana ya? Bioskopnya nggak jauh-jauh, Vin. Di Washington DC pemirsa.
Aha, terus bagus?
Tua sih, tapi klasik banget.
Ntar dulu, kalau udah tua, aku takut ada banyak tikus di sana.
Jangan dong, karena gedungnya ini sempat bobrok pemirsa dan manajemennya juga hampir bangkrut, tapi mereka mendapat bantuan dari berbagai pihak dan untuk menjadi independen dan tetap bertahan. Kan justru itu yang disukai karena ceritanya sangat menarik. Apa yang membuat bioskop Avalon ini begitu dicintai masyarakat? Begini loh ceritanya.
Bioskop ini telah berdiri sejak 96 tahun lalu. Tidak banyak berubah kecuali namanya. The Avalon terus beroperasi hingga ikut bertransisi dari proyektor 35 mm ke digital. Bioskop tertua di Washington DC yang terus beroperasi. The Avalon hanya memiliki 2 studio dengan kapasitas kursi masing-masing 425 dan 135 kursi.
There's different operators of the theater. Lowe's Cineplex was the last one, and they declared bankruptcy, as many chain theaters did back at that time.
Seperti bioskop tua lainnya di Washington DC, bioskop ini nyaris tutup dan tergantikan dengan bisnis jaringan retail modern akibat derasnya persaingan dengan bioskop-bioskop multiplex modern yang mulai menjamur. Namun The Avalon berhasil selamat dari kebangkrutan berkat dukungan dari warga Chevy Chase melalui penggalangan dana.
People in the neighborhood got together to start talking about how to, whether or not to reopen the theater if they could. We started asking people for money, and they started producing and supporting the theater. So when we took over this theater, if you walked in that theater, it was there was no seats, there was no screen, there was no speakers, there was plaster falling from the ceiling. The walls were painted completely black. It looked like, it was like some building that was about to fall down, which it probably was. It was in horrible shape. So that's what we started with.
Sejak berganti manajemen di tahun 2003, The Avalon bertransformasi menjadi bioskop nirlaba yang tidak hanya memutar film komersil, namun juga film indie, dokumenter, hingga film internasional. Inilah yang menarik pengunjung setia bioskop ini.
The fact that they bring in movies that you're not as likely to see in multiplex theaters, foreign films. They have a program of foreign films, of Czech films, French, Polish.
Washington, D.C. doesn't have that many of the older theaters left. I've lived in Washington for decades, and they tore down a number of them back in the 70s. Some, fabulous movie palaces are now gone, so this is one of the few that we have to treasure here.
Gedung The Avalon memiliki gaya classical revival yang merupakan peninggalan bersejarah bioskop yang tetap dipertahankan meski perubahan zaman. Dari Washington DC, Randy Wijaksana, VOA.
Wow, jadi bagus banget ya setelah direnovasi. Modern dan pastinya udah nggak ada tikus-tikus nih.
Ketawa belum pernah ke sana ya?
Belum pernah. Emang kamu udah?
Saya udah pernah. Menarik loh pemirsa, karena waktu itu lagi ada spesial pemutaran film Polandia. Jadi menarik sekali film-film asing juga ditampilkan di sana. Wah, seru ya? Oke pemirsa, demikian SH+E Magazine episode kali ini. Kita akan sharing dan empowering lagi minggu depan. Saya Ian Umar.
Dan saya, Vina Multadi. Keep sharing and keep empowering. And bye for now.